You know, there's a big difference between talk and action. There's a big difference between rhetoric and reality. And no matter how beautifully delivered a speech is, when the words end, it is over. Our job, those of us who love our country, who believe in our future, who are determined to make it better than it is now, because that's part of the American purpose. America's purpose is constantly to improve and to better the lives of the people who live here, to be a beacon of opportunity, to live up to our values. That purpose demands that we actually implement it, that we look for those ways to deliver the positive change that has been promised. Now, when you say, as an example of positive change, when asked in a debate that you passed a patient's Bill of Rights, which in fact did not pass, that is not change. When you're asked what legislative accomplishment you look to, and you say preventing members of Congress from having lunch with lobbyists, except they can still do it if they're standing up, that is not change. When you say you're against the Patriot Act as a candidate and you vote for it as a senator, that is not change. When you rail against the lobbyists and the special interests and have the chairman of your campaign be a lobbyist for the pharmaceutical industry, that is not change. When you condemn the oil companies for all of the giveaways that the tax system gives them because of their powerful hold on so many in Washington, and then you vote for Dick Cheney's energy bill, that is not change. And when you give a powerful speech against the war in Iraq, and then 2 years later say that you're not sure how you would have voted had you been in the Congress, that is not change. And when you give a speech and say you will not vote to fund the war in Iraq, and then you vote for $300 billion of funding, that is not change. Now, what is important is what each of us has actually done. Because, you know, the best way to determine what someone will do is to see what they've done. And I offer, yes, years of experience. And I offer a passionate commitment to our country, because I've been fighting the special interest for decades. I have probably taken on more special interests, from the drug companies to the health insurance companies to the oil companies, than all my opponents put together. And what we have accomplished is nowhere near enough. But we know the way. We know how to get where we're going. I have a vision for America to be the country it should be in the 21st century. I have goals for America to restore our leadership in the world, to bring back our moral authority, to rebuild a strong and prosperous middle class, to reform this government so it actually works for all Americans again, and to reclaim the future for our young people. That is very important and personal to me. So, you know, it's important that we have information out so voters can make well-informed decisions. And I intend to do everything I can today and tomorrow and every day after to make sure that voters have what they need to make a decision to pick the next president of the United States.